It's 6:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Police are investigating an accident on Stockton Breakwall which has claimed the life of a female pedestrian. The 68-year-old victim, who was here on holiday, was hit by a reversing four-wheel drive just before 5 yesterday afternoon. It's not clear what the driver from Stockton was doing on the breakwall. Meanwhile, the New England Highway is reopened overnight following a double fatality at Whittingham near Singleton. 2 people died after their car collided with a ute before crashing head-on into a semi-trailer. Sonia Robertson, Police Headquarters, says crash investigators are trying to work out what happened.
The utility driver and driver of the semi-trailer both stopped after the crash and have spoken with police. Both men were transported to hospital for mandatory testing. Inquiries into the events leading up to the crash are continuing, and anyone with any information that might assist should contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000.
A Gateshead man has been charged over a bag snatch at Jules Tavern. A 59-year-old woman was at the pub celebrating her birthday yesterday afternoon when the 20-year-old allegedly stole her purse and ran off. He was later found in a nearby backyard with police seizing cash, a folding knife and a small amount of the drug ice. He's due to front Newcastle local court today. The Hunter Research Foundation will today release its quarterly Hunter Economic Indicators with bad news for the region. The report says the Hunter economy is in a weak state and businesses may need to look outside the region in order to remain profitable. Principal Foundation economist Dr. Alan Ray says it's important to think global and act local.
One is to look for opportunities outside the region, and that could be either in other parts of Australia or increasingly in other parts of the world, especially in Asia. China still has a fast-growing economy. There have been recent free trade agreements that improve access to those markets.
Charities and community groups around the Hunter say they've been swamped with calls for help following last month's storms and floods. They say they've been inundated with requests for food and vouchers. Local Labor MPs say they've asked the federal government to provide more emergency funding, but the request has fallen on deaf ears. Meanwhile, New South Wales Fair Trading is warning Hunter residents to be wary of tradie door-knocking scams in the wake of last month's superstorm. As the clean-up continues, consumers should be on the lookout for unscrupulous traders who take advantage of people affected by the weather. Fair Trading Regional Manager Paul Coles says a simple online search of a tradesperson's licence could save you thousands.
Homeowners should, one, be obtaining a number of quotes before they actually get any work done. They should be checking the builders or the tradespeople they are going to hire are appropriately licensed by New South Wales Fair Trading to do that residential building work.
Now with sport, Jonathan Mompson.
Newcastle Knights star Jared Mullen will miss the next 4 to 6 weeks of the NRL season with a toe injury. The Knights' decision to rest their key playmaker will allow the injury to heal without needing season-ending surgery. The 5/8 injury comes at a particularly bad time with the Knights on a 5-game losing streak. Meanwhile, Knights centre Joey Leilua will leave the club at the end of 2015. The mutual agreement will see the centre terminate the final year of his contract, having played 50 games for the Knights. His contract says he can choose to leave Newcastle should Wayne Bennett leave the club, as he did at the end of last season. There is speculation the Canberra Raiders may be signing the now uncontracted star for 2016. In rugby union, competition leaders Hamilton take on last place Maitland on Saturday. Maitland will be looking for their first win of the season, while Hamilton will be striving to remain undefeated in 2015. That's sport. I'm Jonathan Mompson.
2 in URFM News Time, 26 to 7.